Hey, this is Notser, and I wanted to make sure that everyone is fully aware of something that was added in 0.6.2. They allow you to turn on the names of ships, friend and foe, in real time, so there's no question of where a particular class of ship was deployed on your side or on the enemy side. And some of you might say, well, it's been in a mod of this sort forever, and I didn't realize that it didn't require that you had to see the target to confirm what exactly is out there. It tells you, before you even get it displayed in the game, exactly what class that ship is, and of course the exact ship. So it's a huge advantage. You need to make sure this is turned on. And in order to turn it on, you just go into the little gears on the top right of the minimap, and it's going to be something like list the name of the ships or something like that. It'll be unchecked. Please turn it on. And you might say, well, it's ugly. It's sort of like alternative battle interface. It's giving you information that you didn't really deserve it, since it's available to everyone. See, look, the enemy Rhone is going to be out there, and oh, boom. The minimap is telling me information before I can even visually see it. So if you are using one eye on wherever you're going, maybe A point, or you're trying to coordinate with a friendly destroyer or whatever, you can look at the minimap and know, oh, there's an Iowa out there. Oh, there's an enemy Gneisenau now. That's a huge asset. And this was actually in the game the entire time. I think they even just took the mod, what it was giving you, and they made it available to everyone. If I would have known it didn't require that you actually look at the target to confirm it, I would have said, wow, this is kind of broken. It really doesn't feel fair, and yeah, that's just the way it works out, right? So I really just want to make sure everyone understands. If you're in game and you want to make sure that you have the most information available, please turn on the listing of ship names in the minimap. A really good example is, I know there's an enemy Zhao over by C Point. If I looked at the team list, I can basically discern the remaining destroyers and where they happen to be. Well, I just think it's too much information to pass up. Make sure that you're using it, get comfortable using it, use the minimap as a first contact in order to design a strategy. If you're not comfortable with what each ship is, well, this will help you get comfortable, because certain ships play a certain way, right? The Soviet destroyers are going to be at range, shooting their guns. They're not, this Udaloy, he's not going to go actually take B. His concealment is garbage. He's going to fire from range, and you know his basic operating range. I can see that there's a Gneisenau in Iowa. You can keep track in real time exactly where these guys are. You can't pass it up. So just make sure you're using it. Any other additions to 0.6.2? I can't really think of anything that they've added. Of course, alternative battle interface is really important. You have the detailed ribbons that tell you when you pin, overpin, all that stuff. All that informs you. It really does. It's just really important. So I just want to make sure that anyone watching my content understands exactly what's going on. It's going to tell you before you see the target, and it's basically going to paint a really clear picture of where the enemy is deployed. There's a Des Moines over by the C point, enemy Zhao. You see the Udaloy, the Z-46, is over by A point, so that means there's two unspotted destroyers. And when they're spotted, there's probably going to be one over by C point. Pretty safe to say. Maybe even two by C point. So, yeah, it's incredibly important that you take the information that the game is giving you, and you're not at a disadvantage. I hope this will be useful for you if you were someone who wasn't aware that this was in the game now. It is definitely in the game, but you can only change it with that gear over your minimap. You can't do it outside of the game. You have to be in the game to turn it on, so don't be confused by that. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.